Okay, wanted to show this. I got metal, mostly 99% working in an emulator, using some software I found called Virtual Serial Port Driver by Ultima Software. Now this is not freeware or shareware, it's commercial, and it's a demo version right now, and when I first launch it, it says I have 13 days remaining to use it. I did find a freeware one that is called COM0COM, all one word, and I downloaded that. I haven't tried it yet. As the I was reading about it, and it says for 64-bit computers, the drivers are not signed, and therefore Windows 7, 8, and 10 won't load it at them. I can go to an older version that has signed drivers. I haven't downloaded that yet, but I just wanted to see. This one here is fully baked, and it works good. So the way it works is you can create virtual ports and connect them together through a virtual null modem cable. So I've created COM1 is a hardware port, but I've created COM2 and COM3. And if I can go over here and look at the pinouts, this is the pinouts, RTS to CTS and the other way, DTR to these two. I left them like that because that's pretty much the way it's supposed to work. We have the program I wrote called InternetModem, which is right here, and it is on COM3, and it's also listening for calls on TCP port 9999. So you can see COM3 is set up right here. COM2 is not open yet because it won't open until metal goes into it. Let's get down to it, and we'll go ahead and start metal. Now, when you start metal, if you watch this, you can see it's handling all the modem AT commands that metal is sending out through the virtual serial port. So metal is going to be connected to COM2, which is connected through a null modem to COM3, and then this is the internet modem is connected. So that's how it's going to work. So we're going to go ahead and start metal now. Okay, there you can see it's handling the modem codes, or the modem commands, and the idle time has started ticking, so we're running. Alright, so now what I can do is I can bring over a I'm gonna put this down just a tad so you can see the modem commands down there as they happen. So I've got my telnet client here, and I can now telnet into it. So let's just try that. There we go, metal has answered. And you can see down here where we're now connected, and it went back to listening for calls. And the reason it did, well, let me go ahead and log in. I gotta fix my echo so it doesn't echo back what I type. Alright, so we're all logged in. So alright, so we could probably shorten this up a little bit, because really system statistics would be the only thing that's on the screen right now. Alright, so we're online. Now, if a second caller was to try to call in while I'm online, there we go. You see it says the boycott BBS currently in use. Please try again soon. And it disconnected. So you don't get, if somebody calls and can't get into the BBS, they know why. It's kind of like your telnet busy signal right there. Anyways, so this works good, other than the fact that this GS port evidently does not handle the DSR line dropping, because the software internet modem here, when I used it on my real GS, when I had that thing hooked up, if somebody were to just close their telnet client, it's the same as dropping carrier. Internet modem would see that the telnet connection had dropped. It would drop the DSR line, and metal would immediately reset. Okay, that doesn't happen in the emulator, which kind of sucks. But so basically, what happens if a telnet caller drops, metal just sits here, and after 3 minutes or the 5-minute timeout, whatever it is, then it will reset itself. So you have a 3-minute time there that nothing's happening, and maybe somebody can't call in, or if they do, I haven't tried it, but maybe either they can't call in, nothing happens, or they get in on the previous caller's session and they're in as the previous caller. One of those two scenarios is probably going to happen. I don't know which one. But this works if I hit terminate and then I click yes. What'll happen is metal will send the plus plus plus. You'll see the guard timer fires over here, and then it does the ATH SO equals 0, which is right here when it was starting up. So I'm going to hit yes here, and you'll see it all happen, because you'll see in my telnet client that it'll say, connection lost. So I'm going to hit boom, gone. Guard timer fired, boom, ATH 0, connection to host lost. And metal resets. And as soon as the idle time starts ticking, we're done. All right. So let me dial back in again. There we go. All right, so now if I were to just drop carrier by closing my client, see what happens here? Oh, wow. Wonder how long that's going to go on. Yeah, metal doesn't really know what to do. Actually, I don't think this knows what to do. I'm going to go ahead and stop that. So that's it. If somebody drops carrier, I got to handle that. Probably have to make some modifications in the internet modem program to, if carrier's dropped, it's just going to automatically send a T and a Y for terminate and yes to the BBS. Hopefully that might solve it. Of course, if they drop carrier while they're in the middle of a long printout, I'm not sure that'll work. But because the buffer would fill up, I don't know. Have to just try to figure that out. I wish we could get whoever's writing the GS port emulator to handle the DSR properly, so that metal would see that dropped carrier and reset itself. Anyhow, if you got any questions, you can leave me a comment or email me. Catch me on A2C chat at A2 Central IRC, or email me tolsen64@hotmail.com. That's the end of this video, and we'll talk at you later.